The spring pollen, and it's starting to creep in, and I think you're starting to feel it.
I felt it just yesterday, having the window open. I felt that scratchiness in my throat. Nothing too severe yet. I can still breathe through my nose. But anyone who saw Weather and Words last year, at the very end, I was sneezing 7, 8, 9 times in a row.
It was unreal.
It was bad.
We will do that segment again this spring. But yeah, the pollen season just kind of kicking into high gear now, and it will explode. The pollen will over the next couple of weeks. For more on that, here's meteorologist Zack Webster.
As those temperatures continue to increase across the region over the next several weeks, we'll also start to see that pollen on the increase as well. Already starting to see it on the windshields of some cars and around the edges of those dried up puddles, and we will only see that increase as we start to get more of that warmer air into the area. The places that we're watching the closest for increased pollen, tree pollen and grass pollen, most namely oak and pine pollen. Those will be the two areas that will give us the most issues with pollen as we head through the next several weeks. Sunny, dry, and warm conditions in and of themselves can encourage plants to release more of that pollen into the air. Then that drier air prevents that pollen from clumping together. It allows it to stay that really, really light powder that can get blown around really, really easily in the wind. Not only does it get blown around a whole lot easier in the wind, that lighter powder can also be taken a longer distance in the wind than if we had more humid days in place.
So ideal conditions basically right now for the pollen to spread. I guess we have to hope for some of these showers to come in briefly and just, you know, tamp it down at least a little bit.
Yeah, those are very dependable. And I was actually thinking about this today too. So really in the back of my head, that's why I've liked fall so much, because those temperature changes, temperatures become lighter, cooler. You're able to sit outside comfortably. Then it gets warmer in spring. You're like, yay, I can go back out. It's going to be super nice. You can only be out there for 5, 10 minutes before you're like, I got to close the door. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, the pollen, and then we get the gnats.
Yeah,
you know, the other
gnats
bugs
too.
that mosquitoes come along.